Coming up on CPTV, Ashley Reed asks CP students how they plan to spend their holiday break. Our new segment, Bulldog Bites, presents a quick tutorial on making holiday sugar cookies. And the boys basketball team remains undefeated while defeating Pike High School for their 20th straight home win. Hi, I'm Evan Holland.
And I'm Savannah Everson.
Welcome to CPTV. Mitch Boldel will have your 5-day weather forecast, and Reese Groppin team will bring us CP sports highlights.
Here's what's happening at Crown Point High School.
This week, Student Council is sponsoring their annual Holiday Dress-Up Week. Monday started off the week with a Holiday PJ Day, Tuesday was flannel, and today is New Year's Party Dress-Up.
I participated in the pajama day thing because I was out really late last night shoveling snow and just working, so I decided I was too tired to actually dress up, and I figured it was a perfect day for me to take the opportunity to come to school looking like a bum.
I participated in the Christmas dress-up week today because the rest of the girls' swim team did it, so I decided to as well, and I think it's a great idea to do this, especially during finals week, to add some fun into it.
Another idea, I would probably say it'd be interesting to see not just Christmas, but like people coming with Hanukkah colors or Kwanzaa colors. Shoot, we could get some random people who don't believe in anything just coming in some random colors or like a designated color for them.
Tomorrow is Holiday Ugly Sweater Day, followed by Holiday Head to Toe on Friday. The CPHS Orchestra presented their annual holiday concert this past Sunday. The orchestra performed various holiday classics such as Polar Express, Sleigh Ride, and Silent Night featuring two cello soloists, Nick Burrell and Nick Evans. During the performance, there was also a visit from Santa Claus.
After a stressful finals week, the Stray Dog Improv Club wants you to know that you will have a place to unwind as they present their winter show on Thursday, January 12th at 7 p.m. in the CPHS Auditorium. As usual, the show will feature improv sketch comedy and audience participation. Tickets are $5 and all proceeds will go towards the Lake County Animal Shelter. For many, the holiday season comes along with cheerful music, colorful lights, and of course, cookies. In a new segment produced by CPTV's Omar Ferrer, CPTV brings you short tutorials on easy entrees, sweets, and more. For the holidays, we present an old Christmas classic, sugar cookies.
The CPHS Spanish Club is raising money for the Pulsera project by selling hand-woven bracelets for $5 and handbags for $10 in the cafeteria during all lunch periods. Proceeds benefit impoverished South Americans as well as young artists and their families in Nicaragua and other Latin American countries to aid with sustainable jobs, education, housing, and job training. Sales end this Friday. This week is your last chance to purchase tickets for the CPHS Turnabout Dance. Tickets can be purchased for $25 each in room C234. There are only a limited amount of tickets for the dance, so tickets will be sold on a first-come, first-served basis. Guests from other high schools are allowed if they are currently attending high school. Sales end this Friday.
With winter break only 2 days away, many students are getting excited for their time off. CPTV's Ashley Reed talked with CPHS students to learn what students have planned for the holidays.
With the holiday season on its way, the students and staff at CPHS are just counting down the days until a break. I went around the halls to ask the students and staff what they plan on doing over this holiday break.
Over break, I'm going to throw a couple parties, maybe hang out with my friends, my family.
I'm just going to spend time with my family, simple stuff, maybe make some gingerbread houses, open up some presents.
I'm going to hang out with some friends, maybe eat some good food, hang out with my little brother, and have some family parties like we always do each year.
Whether you're staying home or going on vacation, from all of us here on CPTV, we wish you a happy holidays. For CPTV, I'm Ashley Reed.
Speaking of winter break, if you hadn't heard, the scheduled 16-day break grew to 17 days last week. The Crown Point Community School Corporation released a statement announcing the addition of January 2nd to the break schedule. The extension comes with a price, however, as students will have one more day added to the end of the school year, meaning students will have their last day of school on June 1st, assuming there are no snow days along the way.
The region saw its first snowstorm of the season on Sunday, and it looks like there is more snow in the forecast as we look ahead. Here with your 5-day weather forecast is CPTV's Mitch Bolda.
After another snowy weekend, our first polar vortex is quickly making its way into the region. But once it passes, we could be looking at another winter storm for the third weekend in a row. Before we get to the long-range forecast, let's take a look at what we can expect for the rest of today. At noon, we'll have reached the day's high of 19 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Around 3 o'clock, the skies will start to clear and temps will begin to fall into the mid-teens. By 6 o'clock, temps will fall to 10 degrees and continue to plummet to 1 below. As we take a look at the 5-day forecast, tomorrow, the polar vortex will have made its way into the region with a high of only 3 degrees and clear skies. On Friday, we'll warm back up into the low 20s, but our next winter storm will make its way into the region, dropping anywhere from 5 to 8 inches as of right now. These models are quickly changing, so we do need to keep an eye on this. As we take a look into the weekend, Saturday, temps will warm up into the low 30s, with that winter storm still dropping precipitation throughout the region. It is still a little early to tell whether it will be all wintry mix or all snow, but models are currently showing a wide range of snowfall amounts. Sunday, temps will drop again into the low single digits with partly cloudy skies. For your first Monday of winter break, expect clear skies with a high of only 8 degrees again. And that's your 5-day forecast. Have a Merry Christmas.
We'll be back with CP Sports highlights after this break.
Depression. Most of us experience it in some form. You may feel alone, isolated, or rejected. You spend most of your time putting on fake smiles and pretending that everything is fine, when in reality, it's not. It may seem like you are fine on the outside, but if someone were to look deep into your eyes, they'd see that you are broken. You feel stuck, like there's no way out. You feel like you're carrying so much weight and burden on your shoulders, but you keep telling yourself it's okay. And you try to ignore the thoughts and emotions you're experiencing until you just collapse.
You become sick of crying, sick of trying. You try to move on with your life, but you just can't ignore all the pain and suffering you feel on the inside. You don't open up your heart to anybody because you're scared of what they'll think, scared of how they'll view you. You feel numb, like there is no purpose or motivation in life.
I know that it takes a lot of courage to reach out for help, and it can be a really scary thing, just to reach out and tell somebody in general. So I would really want to just express some encouragement because I know how hard that can be. I also want to explain to them, that you're not alone, that it might feel very lonely, but that there are people here, myself, friends, family, other teachers, support staff, counselors that are here to help them, because I want them to know that they don't have to feel like they have to go through this by themselves. And then I also want to express to them that things will get better. It might take some time, but it doesn't have to stay this way. And they've taken the right step already to try to make things better.
There are people who are willing to help you overcome all of the sadness you are feeling. There are people who will be with you throughout your journey to discover some form of happiness. Don't give up. Never stop trying. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. It will get better. Even when you fall down or feel like it is hopeless, pick yourself right back up.
Big win for the boys basketball team last Saturday, while both swim and dive and wrestling teams were also in action. Here with your CP Sports highlights is CPTV's Reese Robin team.
On Friday night, the Lady Bulldogs made the trip to Valparaiso High School in hopes of getting the W. The game was equally matched and the score was tied until CP's defense weakened and Valpo scored one more point than CP in the third quarter and then 2 more points in the fourth. This caused the Lady Vikings to ultimately take home the win with a score of 43-46. Some of the top scorers in the game were Caitlin Phillips, Maya Scheit, and Taylor Tyndall, scoring 12, 11, and 10 points respectively. The boys basketball team squared up against Pike this past Saturday to hopefully keep their undefeated record. Here to tell us how the game went is CPTV's Drew Zimmerman.
The hype around the 3-0 boys basketball team is big, but now they face their biggest test yet in Pike. Last season, the Dogs traveled south to face the Red Devils and lost 83-60. However, the Bulldogs haven't lost on this gym since February 14th, 2015. Pike will look to their fast backcourt to snap Crown Point's 19-game home win streak. On the other side, the Dogs will try to show the rest of the state that they can beat anyone.
Pike's three-point shooting in the first half put them ahead by as much as 19 in the second quarter. But it was Crown Point's 18-0 run to end the second and start the third quarter that put them ahead for good as they eventually won 72-59.
They were playing, kind of all up on me. My teammates did a great job of trying to get me open, try to get me in space. Sent a lot of screens, movement. It just makes it a lot easier when I have teammates trying to get me open. Being down in that lead early, just got to chip away, and get defensive stops. We call them shutouts, just 3 defensive stops in a row. Just try to tie them together, and offensively just be fearless and just try to chip away at that lead.
Our fans have been great. I think you look at those wins, I think the last half of that streak, a lot of that goes to our students, and the band was awesome tonight. It was nice and loud in here on a wintry night like this. It was great. And I think anybody has a little bit of a comfort level in their own gym, and whenever we get here and we're able to shoot in our own confines, it makes a big difference.
Despite a rough second quarter, Crown Point was able to get the win tonight, 72-59. The boys remain undefeated at 4-0 with 20 straight home wins. The Bulldogs go on the road next to face the Munster Mustangs next Friday to try and stay undefeated for the year. For CPTV Sports, I'm Drew Zimmerman.
Both swim teams also faced Highland at home on Monday. The scores were 131-52 for the girls and 105-78 for the boys.
Overall, I thought this meet was really good. We had some best times. We won again. We look forward to swimming against more teams this year and on our way on to DAC sectionals. And I'm really proud of these guys. We have a lot of new people here. I see a lot of potential at them, and I know that we can do good this season.
This past Saturday, the wrestling team attended the Chris Trykoff tournament at Calumet High School. This is known as one of the toughest wrestling tournaments in the state of Indiana. With this in mind, the Dogs still went 3-2 with a handful of CP grapplers going undefeated, such as Kaylin Kelly, Mario Treficanti, Oscar Cash, and Justin Akers. Kyle Ramus had a huge win by knocking off the number 9 195-pounder from Floyd Central. The Dogs' next meet is at 6:30 tomorrow night versus Lake Central at home. And that's it for This Week in Sports.
The newly founded Ukulele Club is hosting a call-out meeting Tuesday, January 3rd after school. Students interested are asked to bring their own ukulele. The meeting will be in Miss Cox's room C134 and last until 4 p.m.
Student Union is selling candy cane grams during all lunch periods for $1 each. Candy canes and messages will be distributed to persons of your choosing during school on Friday. Half of all proceeds will go to children at St. Anthony's Hospital. Tomorrow is your last opportunity to purchase these minty messages.
That'll do it for this week.
Remember, you can view this show as well as all of our past episodes at cptvmedia.com.
You can also follow us on Twitter at CPTV Media.
For Mitch Bolda, Reese Groffentine, and all of us here at CPTV, I'm Evan Holland.
And I'm Savannah Everson.
We hope you have a merry and safe holiday. We'll see you in 2017.
Take care.